Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. I hope you all are fine. Students, as you know that we had started next chapter number 11, homeostasis. In the previous video lecture, you studied about homeostasis, its example and how plants maintain homeostasis. In today's lecture, we will discuss osmotic adjustment in plants. Today's lecture is basically the continuation of the previous lecture. Osmotic adjustment means how plants regulate the concentration of water and salts. So, on the basis of the available amounts of water and salts, the plants are divided into three main types. The first type of plants are hydrophytes, then xerophytes, and the third type of plants are halophytes. Hydrophytes are the plants which live in excessive amount of water. Xerophytes are the types of plants which live in dry environment, and halophytes are the plants which live in salty environment like seawater. Now we will discuss all these three types in detail. Students, the first type of plants we are discussing today is hydrophyte. Hydrophytes are the types of plants which are completely or partially submerged in water. They are adapted to an environment which is having plenty of water. That's why they do not face the problem of shortage of water. Instead, they need to lose excessive water from their body. For this purpose, they have various adaptations, like they have broad leaves. On these broad leaves, there are large number of stomata which are present on the upper surface of the leaves. These large number of stomata as are present on the upper surface of the leaf, so they directly face the environment. Due to the large number of stomata which are present on the upper surface of these broad leaves, they remove extra water continuously and hence maintain the homeostasis. The example of hydrophytes is water lily. Students, now we are discussing xerophytes. Xerophytes are the plants which are adapted to dry environments like deserts. The common example of such types of plants is cactus. For the survival in the dry environment, these plants also have various adaptations. First one is epidermis. On the epidermis of these plants, there is a thick and waxy cuticle, and they also have less number of stomata on their epidermis. Both of these characteristics of epidermis help these plants to reduce the rate of transpiration. Second type of adaptation these plants have is they have deep roots. These deep roots absorb maximum water from the soil. The stems and roots of some xerophytes have special cells which are called as parenchyma cells. These parenchyma cells store large quantities of water. The storage of large quantities of water in the stems and roots make them wet and juicy. Hence, these are called as succulent organs. Students, till here we have discussed xerophytes. Now we will discuss the third and the last example of the types of plants is halophytes. The third type of plants are halophytes. Halophytes are the plants which are adapted to live in seawater, that is salty environment. The common example of halophytes are some sea grasses. Students, as you know that the seawater is hypertonic, that is it is having higher salt concentration in the seawater and low salt concentration in the plant cells. In order to survive in the salty environment, these plants face two problems simultaneously. The first one is the salts try to enter inside the cells, while the water tends to move out of the cells. In order to survive in this salty environment, the plants like sea grasses should hold this water inside the cell. To achieve this purpose, when salts enter the cells perform active transport and the salts then enter into the vacuoles. So there is high concentration of salts inside the vacuoles. These salts are not allowed to move out through the semi-permeable membrane, and hence the sap of the vacuole becomes more concentrated than the seawater. Now here the situation is reversed. Now the inside of the cell, that is the vacuole, is hypertonic, that is having more salt concentration, while the outside environment of the cell is now hypotonic, that is having less salt concentration. Remember students, sap means the inside composition of the vacuole, that is it is having sugar, minerals and water. When the sap of the vacuole becomes more hypertonic, then the water is held inside the cell and water is not allowed to move out. In this way, the cells of the plants, that is halophytes, tend to retain the water inside the cell and do not let it out. Students, till here we have discussed all the three types of the plants, that is hydrophytes, xerophytes and halophytes.